Welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and on this channel, we help busy women find calm in the chaos of life through community and planning.
Hello, friends. It's Teresa here. I want to get real with you guys for a second here. Do you guys ever have one of those weeks where you are crushing your routines? Maybe your planner looks amazing and you're thinking, yes, I finally got it together. And then the very next week, and usually it is the very next week, it all just falls apart. Um, if that is you, friend, you are not alone. That has definitely been me. In fact, this was just me a few weeks ago at the end of, let's see, we're in September, at the end of August. Listen, I can't even keep up with what month it is. So at the end of August, like a whole week went by. I didn't even touch my planner. Didn't open it. Didn't have a weekly layout. Totally fell off my routine as it relates to planning. And it was not pretty, friend, because so many things just didn't get done. But you know what? That moment really taught me something important about consistency. And that is exactly what we're going to be diving into today. So, if you are new here, welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and around here, we help busy women find calm in the chaos through community and planning and just being real and authentic with the fact that, you know what, we don't all have it together, and that is okay. So, the first thing I want to remind you of, and if you caught my Monday musing, you already heard this, and that is something new here on YouTube is a Monday musing. I'm going to try to keep doing that. We'll see how it goes. But the first thing I want you to remember is that consistency doesn't mean perfection, right? The biggest myth is that consistency means perfect streaks, every box checked, every habit tracked. And that's just not true. Consistency is just showing up again and again, over and over, even when last week was a hot mess. Okay. So think about it like brushing your teeth, right? You don't quit brushing your teeth forever because you missed brushing them last night or this morning, right? You pick up a toothbrush the next day and you keep going, right? And planning works the same way. You just pick back up and you do it again, right? So I think that's something that's important for us to remember is that consistency does not mean perfection. And it's okay if you fall off, just pick back up and get started again. Another thing that I learned after August was to build your foundation early. So, what I did differently in September versus what I did in August was I set up my planning and journaling insert early with my weekly layouts. So, I have all of them in here and I've had them in here from the beginning. So I set up all of my weekly layouts beforehand. Went ahead and filled in the things that I already knew. So there's appointments, business tasks, high priority to dos. They are already in here. So that means that even if my brain is somewhat scattered, I have a framework here waiting for me to just open it up. So it kind of feels like having some guardrails, right? Maybe think about like the bumper things in the bowling alley, because yes, friends, I still need the bumpers. I suck at bowling, but anyway. But think about it like that. You don't have to start from scratch. You've got something to kind of keep you at least in the main lane. You're not starting from scratch, and it makes it easier for you to stay on track. So consider if you are doing more of the dot grid where you need to build out your weekly layout, consider going ahead and having that out. But also at the beginning of the month, even if you're using one of our weekly inserts where the foundation is there, the structure is there, you just need to fill it in. Consider going ahead and filling in the basics for the month so that you can just fill in things as you need to, because I think that will just make it easier. Okay. The other thing, and this is, if you have followed me for long, you know that my favorite insert from Tula 12 is the brain dump insert. And I basically recreate that in my planning and journaling kit every month because it's just my favorite. So at the beginning of the week, usually on Sunday, I'll sit down and I do a quick brain dump. So that's kind of what this section is over here. And it helps me just to take all the random thoughts that are going around in my head, errands I might need to do, the don't forgets. They all go onto a page, and then I'm able to move them into my weekly view as much as I need to. Sometimes it's as little as like 5 minutes. Sometimes I already have the basics and that I don't need to do anymore. Um, Sometimes it takes 10 minutes, but it really just helps to clear out all the mental clutter. And honestly, I think it's the only reason that my brain doesn't short circuit midweek, because it's crazy over here, especially perimenopause land. Listen, my brain, it needs all the help it can get. So that's been a game changer for me. And then the other thing, and I'm loving this in the new planning and journaling insert, is the trackers. And so let's talk about trackers for a second. These are the new ones in the P&J. So I have a mood tracker up here. I have like a daily habit tracker. And then down here, there's a weekly habit tracker. You can make it as simple or complex as you need to. I'm tracking some things that I was already doing consistently, but it helps me to actually get into the tracker because I know I do those things. So, sometimes it's just hard for me to fill out the silly tracker. But I am seeing where I'm not doing, there are some things that I'm not doing. So this is kind of giving me some data to understand, okay, well, these are probably the things, if these are important for me, then these are the ones that I want to really focus on intentionally building into my habits next month. So, I like that this is really simple. It's already laid out for me. But I also want you to remember that you don't have to track everything. So, like after this month, the things that I'm doing every day, like my quiet time and Duolingo, I consistently do that every day. I'm not going to track that. But the things that I'm missing, like journaling, reading, walking, those are things that I'm going to continue to track so that I can see improvement over time. So you really want to just track what is going to support your well-being right now. So for you, maybe it's sleep, maybe it's water, maybe it's your morning quiet time. But all those small kind of insights add up over time and really can give you some data to work from. Okay. Another thing that you might have noticed is that I use a lot of color in my planner. So consistency doesn't have to feel rigid. In fact, it can feel nice and cozy and bright and shiny. So for me, it means like for me, the more what's the word? The prettier it is, the better it looks, the more likely I am to use it and to stick with it. So for me, that means using some stickers. In my journal, I've been using deco pages. I'll just flip back here. So in my journal, I've been using just some deco paper to just make some pretty pages. Those are things that they just add kind of a pop of color for me. It's definitely faster to use stickers and washi tape. You'll see I've got obviously I have washi tape. I use the washi tape to make my lines, but I do have some stickers in here. And it just adds that pop of color for me. Again, it's faster than doodling, plus I'm just not a very good artist. But it makes my planner feel happy, so I'm more likely to open it. So sometimes I'm even journaling at the dining room table with a cup of tea just to get out of my office. I might even sit on my bed with it. So those little touches of using the deco and the stickers, they really help take my planning from feeling like a chore into feeling like a routine and just like a process for me. So I don't know. It makes it easier for me. But here's the bottom line, my friend, is that consistency is about returning, not about never missing. So you will fall off. I will fall off, but we can always pick it back up. We can always pick up the pen, open the planner, and take the next right step. So here's my challenge for you this week. I want you to set up one anchor into your planning routine. So maybe that is a Sunday brain dump. Maybe that is adding a sticker sheet that makes you smile. Maybe it's journaling in your favorite cozy spot in your house. And if your planner could use a little extra joy, go grab a deco kit. Don't be afraid to try them out. Add some color to your pages. I don't even cut paper, y'all. I just rip it and slap it in there with a little bit of craft glue, and you're golden. So maybe that little creative spark will be exactly what you need to keep you coming back and using your planner again and again and again. So that is all I have for you today, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this. Can't wait to see what you guys create. Would love for you to come share over in our Chaos Coordinator community on Facebook. I will make sure that link is in the show notes. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time.
Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips and inspiration, and watch that next video to keep coordinating your chaos.